Good afternoon, folks. This is Fred Campos, owner of DFW Website Designers. It is Thursday, May the 19th, 2022. This is episode number 394 of your 3 business tips at 3 o'clock in around 3 minutes. Small business owners, solopreneurs, we're finishing up a series about minimalism, and we've talked about every different types of minimalist from a business perspective. Now we're going to zero in on the thing that you think about most when we talk about minimalism. This is part 6, and we're talking about decluttering, both your home, but specifically your office environment, your desk, and your to-do list. We're going to talk about cleaning out your desk, talk about cleaning up your office, and certainly pulling items and minimalizing things on your to-do list. Business tip number 1 is your desk. This is your work environment, your safe haven. There should not be anything on your desk that you don't use on a daily basis. Anything that you use less than a week has got to be off your desk and around. Should be an inviting, clean environment that enables you to do your best work with your best tools of what you were doing. If you were an artist, your desk would be ready with paper and pencils and paints ready to go. If you're in the computer world like me, you should have multiple monitors and screens and a very workable, ergonomic environment. If you're a photographer, maybe your desk is the trunk of your car for setting up a shot section to take great photography outdoors. Whatever your work environment is, it needs to be the cleanest. And for those things that you don't use every day, but you do use more frequently than once a month, business tip number 2, they should be organized in your office. Your office should be inviting, it should be decluttered, and only contain the things that you use less frequently, but are used at least once a month. If you have anything in your office that you don't use once a month, it should not be in your office. So that less is more, and it's a very inviting, safe haven work environment that you use. Finally, business tip number 3, and this is the hardest for me, is that you should declutter your to-do list. Business owners, you were pulled in so many different directions, especially when you're bootstrapping, that you can probably only do 3 or 4 things very effectively every day. You should not have more than 3 or 4 things on your to-do list. Back in the old days when we dealt with Franklin planners, where you had the A's, the B's, and the C's, I'd have like 20 C's I'd carry over from day to day to day that never got done. Delegate them, pull them off your list, ask yourself if you really need to do that, ask yourself if you're the right person to do that, so you can actually declutter your to-do list. In review, we've talked about your desk, your office, and your to-do list. That's what I'm learning today. Anything I learn, I throw with a fence to you, because I want you guys to be awesome. Now go back to sleep.